friends of felines, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're venturing on my channel for the first time today, hi, hello, and welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave today. But for today's video, we are just going to do a very simple holiday liner style, kind of like that candy cane one with a white liner with like red stripes in it to look like a candy cane. And just to try out some new products or some products I haven't used in a while and just do a nice simple look for today. I'm going over to my parents' house for our early Christmas dinner gift exchange kind of thing, and it's just going to be a very chill day. So if that's something you're interested in, then definitely keep on watching. Alright, before we get into the makeup, I just wanted to remind you guys that I currently have a giveaway going on. I might extend the dates because there aren't too many people that are actually entering the giveaway, so I just want to make sure you guys are aware of it. Unfortunately, right now, it's just for the US. Trying to ship anything like international right now is a little crazy, so I just can't do that right now, so I apologize for my international watchers. But there are going to be two gifts. One major gift that is in my repurposed Glossy Box Advent Calendar for a value of $560. The second place winner will be like around $200, but that value is increasing because I have been adding stuff to it, but stuff that could be a lot smaller than the first place winner. So again, if you guys want to enter that giveaway, you want to go watch my previous video, I will link that right up there. And you want to subscribe to my channel, go like that video and leave a comment on it. And yeah, so just want to make sure you guys know that, because you guys could win a lot of nice goodies. And I also want to shout out where I got my crew neck from. You guys can't see the pattern on it, but it says Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Prosecco, Vodka, Tequila, Blitzen. I love it. That is from Emily's Closet on Instagram. She does a lot of embroidery stuff, and I had a few ones for like spooky season, but I realized I didn't have any for like the Christmas season, and so I want to get this design. And yeah, I love them, and you go check her out. We are going to start off with some primer. I recently got this in some sort of box or something. It's the Figs and Rouge Ultra Prime. It is a satin soft blur and primer and finishing fix. It looks fancy. I think this was worth like a decent amount of money. So we're just going to try this out today. It has silicone-free formula, which I appreciate, and a liquid blotting finishing complex. I don't really smell anything, but it's really soft. And it has like a little bit of a pink color to it, which is obviously going to absorb away. Now I'm like rubbing it in, there is like a little bit of a fragrance, but it's definitely not that bad. Alright, so looking up close, like that instantly absorbed in my skin. Like it doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel silicone-y, it doesn't really feel tacky, it just kind of feels nice. It did mattify a little bit, did do a little bit of blurring, but not too much like filling in the pores. So I guess we'll just see how foundation lays on top of that. But for foundation, I'm just going to go ahead and use the E.L.F. Camo CC cream. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip through that. I forgot how nice the CC cream is. This does look a little too dark for me for the winter months. That's the only complaint I have with the E.L.F. CC cream, is I think they need to extend their shade range just a little bit, because the one shade that's lighter than that one is too light for me. So I think that you need to extend their shade a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and conceal, and hopefully this concealer is my shade. I just have a little sample size of the Nude Sticks. This is the Nude Fix Concealer in shade Nude 5. So we will see how light this is, and hopefully it won't be like a complete disaster. Oh! That looks really dark. Like really, really dark. Yeah, no, we're not using that. Just kidding. That's the concealer shade right there for Nude 5. That looks darker than like my actual foundation would be. It looks like a really nice consistency, but yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be able to use that little sample size. I got it in like a Ulta pack thing. If you bought like X amount, you got, you know, whatever little sample size thing, but like Nude 5 is like right here. Nude 5 is like right here, but like the shade is up here. Like it looks like it's like way darker, so yeah, unfortunately that's not gonna work. Alright, so instead we're just gonna use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I just got this. This is only my second time using this in the correct shade. The first shade I got was way too dark, but this one is better, and I think the consistency and the formula is just so nice. It does a really good job of blurring. Alright, we're just going to take a little bit of my tried and true COTY Airspun with the dual-ended Lunar Beauty brush, and we're just gonna pack that underneath the eye. I feel like COTY Airspun combo with like any kind of concealer just makes like an instantly like smooth under eye. Minus the fact that like I have major bags and creasing going on already. Not from the concealer, just from my own skin. If that makes sense. My eyes just look tired and exhausted today. Alright, but for the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with the E.L.F. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I haven't used this in a while, so I figured, why not? And plus, like, I am looking a little bit more matte than I would like to in the winter time, so I want to just make sure that I have a little bit extra glow going on where I can add it. So hopefully this setting powder will do that and not make it look too dry. Oh, I definitely need to be shaving my face pretty soon. Maybe I'll do that before we leave for Texas, because I can see my little mustache hairs. If anyone wanted to know like more about that, I did do a video on that. I forgot how long ago it was. I'll see if I can find it to link it up above. But in case you're curious, like, no, your hair does not grow back darker. It does not grow back thicker. It just grows back normal. Like, it might feel a little bit weird when it does grow back, but other than that, like, I think shaving your face with like the right tools definitely helps with like your makeup application, and just everything looks really smooth. And if you're someone like me that has a little bit of mustache hairs, it's just a necessary thing to do. Alright, the skin is honestly not looking too bad. I'm always like combating my dryness in the winter months, but today for like a little bit more of a matte look, it's honestly not looking too bad. Alright, so for like contour bronzer, I'm going to go in with this True & Lush's Lucky Glow palette. It's a whole face palette, but we're just going to use kind of like the bronzing shades. So we're going to start with Good Fortune. I don't remember like how this palette performs, so we'll see. Just want to add a little bit of color to the exterior. I don't want to go like too crazy because my skin's already looking a little bit darker than it naturally is in the winter months. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get a tan when I go to Texas too. Pretty excited. We leave. I'm filming this right now on Saturday, so we leave literally like on Christmas Eve. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 6 more days. I'm getting excited. I don't know if I've mentioned that trip too often, but like on a whim, like we've been talking about like taking a trip somewhere. Like we were talking about Florida, we were talking about Texas a little bit. And then with my new promotion at work, I have off from like Christmas Eve to January 3rd, and it's like no penalty to me, like I'll still get paid. So we just like, you know, like let's go to Texas. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen, but like we have hotels booked, we have the rental car booked, we have like a rough itinerary. So I'm excited, and hopefully both of us can go and see some friends that live down in the Texas, Austin, Galveston kind of area. So yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, so like I said, on Christmas Eve, we are driving down. So we're doing it in 2 days. We were trying to get to Nashville the first day, and then we're driving into Houston on Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are going to be just crazy days of traveling, plus like nothing is really going to be open those days. So we'll conquer Houston first. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this OPV Born to Shine blush palette, and I think I'm going to go with like this one very lightly because it is a little bit more of like a reddish pink blush, and it'll match my sweater a little bit better. So Houston will be our first stop. We got like the city pass, so we're gonna do like all the touristy things in there. The zoo, NASA, the aquarium, Camo boardwalk, stuff like that. So we're gonna be in Houston for like 3 days, I think. Then we're gonna go to San Antonio next. We're gonna be in there for like a day, and just trying to do as much of like the Riverwalk stuff in the day that we can. So we're gonna see the animal, maybe like some of the other missions, and try to find some like good food and places to just like vibe at. And then we will head to Austin for the last day. Again, we're just going to be there for 1 day. Literally, like the one thing I wanted to go to was the Family Business Beer Company. It's actually like a brewery that is owned by Jensen Ackles and his family. And if you don't know me, you definitely know like I'm obsessed with Supernatural and Jensen and Jared. So this was just like on a bucket list kind of thing. Like they're like the only reason why I wanted to go to Texas in the first place was to go to this brewery. And then we also happened to find a comedy club there that is having a show that my fiance really wants to see, so he's pretty excited. They're like some comedians that often work with like Tony Hinchcliffe and Joe Rogan. So he's like had them on his podcast before. So Jim is pretty excited about that. Then we are driving back and we're trying to do it in 2 days again. We're going to leave on Christmas Eve and we are going to try to make it up to Memphis to celebrate New Year's Eve somewhere in Memphis, like at a bar or something. So if anyone has any recommendations, send them my way. And then on New Year's Day, we will drive the rest of the way back to New York. So it's going to be a lot. We are aware, but we're both very excited. Ooh, I love the subtle color of pinkish red going on. I like it. All right, I'm just going to spray a little bit with the Jeffree Star Continuous Setting Spray. The mister on this is definitely broken because it comes out like really strong in one area and like the rest is like still like pretty misty. So I feel like if I want to use this, I have to like spray it onto a sponge and then put it all over the face. It also smells a little weird, so I don't know if it's on its way out of like being expired or not. Alright, and then I'm going to go into some highlighter. This is the Revolution, Makeup Revolution brand. It's like a little highlighter palette, and I'm just going to go with this white, and hopefully it's not going to give me a white cast, but I just want like a little bit of a shimmer. And I feel like white and like red go together. You could also do gold, but like I don't think, if you go lightly, I don't think it gives you too much of a cast. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do brows off camera. Super boring, nothing really going on with that. Just going to use the WINKY Luxe Unibrow and then the clear brow gel from Anastasia. Alright, I'm back and the brows are all done and a little bit of fluffiness going on, but not anything too crazy. I just packed in the excess concealer that I had on my eyelids. I'm not really going to prime. And then I have this palette, which I feel like I've never actually dipped into, at least not a lot. The Morphe X Jeffree Star palette, and I'm just going to take a neutral shade, probably like 1985 right here, and just pack this all over the lid, because we are literally not doing like any eyeshadow. It's just going to be all about the little simple wing going on, but I still just want to pack some color to kind of like set my eye, because like we seriously have some veins going on the eye that I can thank, you know, my heritage and my lineage for. My mom has it, my sister has it, my grandma has it. We just have like crazy veins like in our eyelids. All right, now I'm just gonna take like the one next to it, Lynn, which is a very like light shade. And that's just gonna go like up in that crease to kind of like add a little bit of highlight up here. All right, then I think I'm just gonna go with a little bit of a darker shade. I don't know what shade. Maybe just Channel right up here, just like a little bit of a darker brown, just to put a little bit of that into the crease and just add a little bit of dimension up here. I haven't used this palette in a while. I really don't think it had the colors that I wanted. I should just grab like a neutral one, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to use like some of the palettes that I've had sitting in my collection forever to justify the fact that I still have them, so I don't have to give them away. You know, my eyes are looking dry. Dry AF. You know, for this being like a Morphe palette, it's kind of like, not great. I've had some better Morphe palettes. It's just like sitting on my eyes like a little weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Not a fan. Alright, so now we're going to start with the eyeliner. I do have the Jeffree Star Drug Lord that I use for liquid eyeliner all the time, but I also did get the one from the ColourPop and Nightmare Before Christmas collection. It is actually like a white liquid eyeliner. I'm just not sure how well this is going to work for just doing like a wing. So we're going to start with this first, and then I can always go over it with the Drug Lord shade. So let's just try this and see how it works. I'm also scared I'm just gonna get like the felt tip applicator just like dirty with the makeup that I have on. I just feel like it's not gonna be opaque enough, but we will try. And we will try to do it so you can actually see what I'm doing. Pretty crystal clear line. But see, like, it's not giving me like the opaqueness that I want, and like I said, it's getting the actual like brush very dirty. Alright, we are layering it up a bit. Alright, we're gonna want this to be like a thick line though, because we have to put like little red stripes in this. Well, it's there. but like I feel like when I try to like layer it up, it just kind of like drags it off of the eye. Alright, so I think that's a good base, but I think I'm going to go in and use the Jeffree Star Drug Lord because I know it's going to give me more of that opacity, opaqueness. You know what I'm trying to say. I just need it to be more vibrant and just more visible. That's why I just love these liquid lips, because they are eye safe, so there's no worries about that. Like, see, immediately that's so much brighter. So I think like using that liner is good to get like your base, and then you can go over it with this liquid lip and like really just get the whiteness that you want. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let this dry and do the other side, and we'll be back to add the red. All right, so as always, one wing always comes up better than the other, but not too bad. This eye is also just having some crusties going on the lid because it's just dry for me today. So yeah, it is what it is. So for the red, I'm gonna use Are You Filming with the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson collab, and we're just gonna put in some candy cane stripes, hopefully, onto the white part of this. Of course, I'm doing an eyeliner look for you guys so you guys can actually see what's going on, but it's so hard to do. I feel like I could have made like the white bigger and like do like half my lid with a liner, but it wasn't working. Because I feel like I want to do some like skinnier lines and some like thicker ones. But again, that's all kind of just in my head. If I can actually accomplish that is like a different question. Are these the straightest of lines? Definitely not. I don't know. It's getting there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that looks good or not. I'm very conflicted. I think it's kind of cool. Not perfect, but kind of cool. So I'm going to do the other side and be back. I think we're going to do some fun mascara while we're at it. Alright, so this is where we're at. I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely different. So from highlight, I'm going to go in with the shade Welcome right up here. We're going to start with this. I'm not sure how this shimmer is going to be for being like a Morphe shimmer. I'm just going to put that right there. And it's not giving me what I want. I want like just a white, bright highlight. So I'm going to find one really quick, and then we're going to come back for some mascara. Alright, so I used the highlighter shade from the Conspiracy palette, and now we're going to do the mascara. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyways. I'm going to start with the lower lashes first. So I'm going to use the white liquid lipstick, and what we're going to do is just take a spoolie. I need to get some like reusable or like, you know, like throwaway mascara ones so I can have more of them available for when I want to do fun looks like this. And this one's like obviously covered in cat hair because why wouldn't it be? And so I'm just going to coat some of that onto there, and we're just going to start with the lower lashes. And we're going to do some white makeshift mascara on the bottom like that, and then we're going to do some red on the top. I wish I had more time this December. I was gonna do, I keep saying this every year, I want to do like a heat miser versus like the snow miser kind of makeup look. I just don't have the time for it, but like this would be like a nice hack to do like brows with, or like a white mascara for the snow miser. Of course now I like see like white. Alright, so I curled my lashes on this side, so then we're going to go in with the red. We're going to use the same red we did earlier, the Are You Filming one. I'm going to kind of coat the opposite side of the spoolie that I used earlier. Alright, so now we've got some red on there, and we'll put some up there. Oh, it also smells good too. So my eyelashes are gonna smell good. I feel like you could also put down like a eyelash mascara primer first to make your lashes look bigger, and then you could put this on over top of it. Because I don't have any like fun colored false lashes I want to put on over top of this. And I don't want to ruin a pair of lashes that I already have, so. Like, that is so fun. I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but I'm going to finish that off, and then I'm going to go in with the red liquid lip that I haven't used yet. If I can find where I put it. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to go in with the Aphrodite shade from Lunar Beauty, the iconic red that was finally brought back, and I have not tried it out yet, so obviously this look requires a red lip, so that's what we're going to go for today. Alright, this is the finished look, and I think it's crazy, but I think it's fun and out of the box. And this lipstick, oh, I'm in love. Definitely my new favorite red. It is transferable though, so you definitely have to be careful about that. It's not like a matte lipstick, it's going to stay all day, but the red is beautiful, and I think it was like one of the better applications I've personally done with a red lipstick on myself, because sometimes it can get a little crazy, like red lipstick and like black lipstick. They can go too crazy too fast, but I don't know, that's the finished look, and I'm honestly not mad. I think it's a fun little holiday look, and it's different, and this was like a fun little look to create, so I'm not mad. Well, that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, don't forget about that giveaway that is currently going on my YouTube channel, so go check out my previous video to see all the details about that. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this fun little festive look, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. I love you guys, and subscribe to my channel. I welcome you in a feline family. Bye!